Who is Colorado after a big win over UCF? I think this is an important question for us to try to answer together because in the world of sports and college football specifically, we always want to define things. It's either all the way this or all the way that. It's either the greatest of all time or it's not worth anything. We'll unpack this together, but first things first, make sure you are subscribed right here to the On3 YouTube channel. We want you all dialed in because we're talking college football, nothing but college football every single day of the year. We appreciate you in advance for being dialed in. So as I said, in the world of sports, we live in the extremes when it comes to talking about sports, and especially college football. It is they are going to win the national championship, they're winning the conference, or they are not good, they're not going to make a bowl game, this, that, and the other. And some of this is the college football world and the college football public in terms of how we talk about things. Some of this is also, I think, when it comes to Colorado, how we talk about them a little bit if you rewind the tape all the way back to Deion Sanders' first game as the head coach out there in Boulder. They go to TCU. They are double-digit point dogs. Everyone, and myself included, picked them to lose that football game. They win. Deion Sanders takes the podium and says, "Do you believe now?" And it's, that very quickly became a deal where it felt like people maybe felt, and this is not on Deion Sanders necessarily, this is a thing where it became a rallying cry of sorts of like, do you believe? You either don't believe or you do believe. Our take on this show was always like, well, it's been one game. Can we see a little bit more? I believe that y'all are better than TCU. I believe this is a talented football team, more talented than we thought potentially going into the season. Like, we believe maybe in where this could be headed, but I don't know if I'm all the way on the train just yet. So what is Colorado right now, to answer that question? Right now, 4-1, no Big 12 losses, very talented on the perimeter. Can make a case for them having one of, if not the best quarterback in college football. Up there, that discussion with Carson Beck and Quinn Ewers and Jalen Milroe, like that's a whole other discussion, another video for another time. You can also confidently say now Colorado has improved a lot defensively. Is it perfect? No, but they held a team in UCF to, I'll rephrase that. They kept UCF from being able to do what UCF does. UCF is a 73% run the football team. They could not impose their will when it came to running the football because Colorado got out to a quick start offensively. So what I'm trying to say here is Colorado, I think, is much improved from a year ago, something I wasn't sure about a few weeks ago, all right? Again, we all want to be very quick to define things and tell exactly what a team is, and they're this, they're that. Like, what I think we should say about Colorado, what they are, one, they're improved. Two, the important thing here, which this whole video is based on, they are evolving. Colorado is gradually, from what I can tell, trending upward. And y'all, that's a good sign. Because you look back to last year's team, hot start, they're the headline, they are the show, and then they continue to trend downward. That's not this team. And you see it, like I just mentioned, defensively. The numbers are one thing. Look at how this team plays on the defensive side of the football. They tackle much better. They get a better push up front. This is an improved outfit defensively. Offensively, are they a smash mouth run the football team? No, but that's not what they want to be. They have a lot more balance. Ran for over 100 yards against UCF. That means something. You give Shedeur Sanders a better picture when it comes to being able to throw the football, that's going to allow them to be successful. That's kind of what this whole thing is based on for me. Like, if Colorado can just have the chance to maximize their strengths and have it be the edge, not the equalizer. We talk about that a lot on this show. If it can be a situation where Colorado's not having to score 40 to try and tie the football game. Maybe they can score 40 just to win the football game. How about that? Maybe it's a situation where we have Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. That's why we're winning. That's not why we have a chance. That's why we win the football game. That, to me, can make all the difference when we talk about Colorado. And I think they are trending towards being able to do that. We said it during our reaction video. Will Shepard, darn near 100 yards. He needed to step up, transferring over from Vandy. He stepped up in this game. All right, so all those things to me combine together that point exactly to Colorado. Are they a finished product? I don't think so. I don't think the folks in that building in Boulder, Colorado would tell you they're a finished product, but they're trending the right direction. And here's the biggest thing for me, and we said this yesterday as well, but I want to say it again. This game should have been, on paper, a major letdown spot for Colorado. Also, their routine's out of whack. They get out early to Florida because of the weather. Like, there's a lot of things now that could have thrown Colorado off their game. Major letdown spot. You force an emotional overtime win against Baylor from a Hail Mary. Like, there was a lot of things that did not look like they were going to play in Colorado's favor. And again, for me, it had letdown all over it. That wasn't the case. Colorado resets, gather themselves, go on the road, different routine, find a way to win the football game, convincingly win the football game. So now this is where we're going to learn a lot more about Colorado, because I think looking at 4-1 going into the bye week like that is, I think that's phenomenal. For the record, too, I'll say this. This is where we had Colorado in our preseason prediction going into the bye. We haven't picked Colorado every game. Now, do not get it twisted, but going back to our preseason predictions, if you want to go back and talk about those, as a lot of y'all do, this is where we had Colorado now. So everyone in the comment section saying we're haters this, haters that, we can tell you haven't even watched the video by saying that, but it is what it is. This is where it gets a little bit more difficult. Kansas State, at Arizona, Utah, at Kansas, going to be a little bit more of a test than what they've seen to this point. But if Colorado continues to trend upward, and if those things around a Travis Hunter and a Shedeur Sanders are able to raise their level of play to the point where, again, the Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, perimeter skill players are not the equalizer, not the reason they're in the game, but why they can win the game, they're going to be dangerous. Because when Colorado forces you to play their game, they get out to a 10-point lead, they get a 14-point lead, and you can't just ground and pound. You have to throw the football more. You got to play essentially a track meet with them. Like, at that point, then, Colorado, I think, has a chance to win every single one of those games. Now, will they do it? Again, there's a path. I'm just saying there's a path. I'm not calling my shot. I'm not telling you they win the Big 12. I still think a bowl game is exactly where you probably end up if you're Colorado. That's probably where you would like to be going into this season. Also, let's be clear on this. They were a one-win football team before Deion Sanders got there. They won 4 games last year. The way you finished, not encouraging, but still, to make a bowl game his second year, I think that's the exact right spot for them to be. I think that's very possible, obviously, with only 2 wins left to get that done. If you're Colorado now, there's a path for more than just a bowl game, but that formula is very important to, again, be able to maximize the perimeter and maximize the quarterback. So let me know in the comment section what you think Colorado's final record will be in 2024. We appreciate y'all for being subscribed. We love y'all. Going to keep this party rolling, and we will see y'all next time.